all the things you said running through my head. Is that the, or I don't know, they kiss, I don't know, something back in the 90s or early the 2000s. Madonna, this has been going on for a while. It doesn't really matter. The only thing I thought was interesting is that it was like the producers were like, can we just have Cardi B and V Stallion fuck each other with the dildo on primetime television? And other producers are like, the head producers are like, no, can't do that. But you can do like one step below it. You can simulate that. Perfect. It's not high art. It's fine. I can see why people find it offensive for network. If it was on HBO, I don't think people could say anything about it. It's just like kind of location. Location's everything, right? You know, in the womb, abortion, outside the womb, infanticide, that type of thing. It's all about where your apartment's located. That being said, I would argue that some people have a misconstrue, or for the suspension of disbelief, just for the sake of having something to argue about, don't really get what the purpose of being provocative is. You're selling. They're not just selling ad space to make money during commercials. They're selling the controversy. That's the whole deal. Do you think when Bill Burr, who was criticized for some of his basically inability to pronounce a Mexican artist's name, that's basically it. He's criticized for that. Do you think that when the producers chose Kevin Hart for the Oscars, for example, that they weren't aware of the tweets? Like, they weren't aware of the tweets 10 years ago, that they didn't choose him, and then like a month before the Oscars say you have to apologize if you want to be the host, just to get the publicity? You don't think they knew that? Maybe even Kevin Hart knew it, in the whole apologizing thing, or not apologizing, saying I've had enough of this, I'm over it. That's part of it. Like, they're not trying to destroy Kevin Hart, because they need people like him, people who have made mistakes, to come out and re-emphasize pro-LGBT stuff, blah, 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 blah. But they need to build up the show. So they kind of like, I don't know, get somewhere in the middle. And both sides get advertising. Kevin Hart, is there anything like there's no such thing as bad publicity? Like, Kevin Hart does not, like, this is thing not that big of a deal. He was being comedic on Twitter back in the day. Bill Burr jokes about how he can't pronounce this person's name and how he's going to be in trouble for it. He's sorry. Her name, Natalie Lafourcade. Sounds not Mexican. I don't know, but when someone's going to criticize me for that, it's fine. But like, there was a producer that told someone, get the pasty white Bill Burr to introduce Mexican music album of the year. Dude, no prep. Or maybe he's even in on it. You know what I mean? Like, it helps him too. It's not that big of a deal. His people, his followers are going to forgive him. They don't even care. Mispronouncing a name, people that like him are like, come on, this is crazy. It works for everyone. So I think people need to start like recognizing the whole idea of inappropriate or over the top or even woke being like, oh my God, I'm so sick of it. Good. They're selling you the stuff you're sick of so that you can click on it and then complain to your friends and keep typing in the comments about how sick of it you are. That builds stuff. You know, a lot of things are derivative. There's not a lot of new stuff, but getting people annoyed, that's the thing. It still works. So don't think that they're not like on their game. Like, oh, you know what they're really going to hate? If we do this again. Or we say, we'd like to start taking away people's Oscars for like reparations and giving them to black people. People are going to love that. Or they're going to hate it, but it's going to make us a lot of money because of the publicity. Something like that. Like, it's a game. It builds. And then people that are